Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where this time we're going to be doing a character review and discussion for the Grand Inquisitor. The Grand Inquisitor, first introduced in Star Wars Rebels, although he has made his way into several other Star Wars projects, including the comics, as well as the Kenobi series, which we'll get to, but there are some issues with that appearance. Now, the Grand Inquisitor is really our first introduction into the concept of Inquisitors, them being the servants of Darth Vader during the Dark Times, where they're helping to hunt down the remaining survivors of Order 66 and enforce the command that the Jedi are not welcome in the galaxy and need to be hunted down and eradicated. The Grand Inquisitor is responsible for the recruitment and training of the others alongside Darth Vader, and really holds that unit to very high standards. He is absolutely ruthless, and is not afraid to remove limbs or even kill those that prove themselves to be incompetent under his watch, much like Darth Vader himself. We do see him ultimately meet his end in Star Wars Rebels, being defeated by the group of heroes, and he serves as one of the major antagonists of that show, and really characterized very well his backstory of being a former Jedi Temple guard, becoming disillusioned with the failure of the Jedi, and finding his role within the Empire is very similar to other characters, but in the same token, does make him feel like he belongs in the Star Wars universe. His appearance in Kenobi is held back by the poor application of bringing his animation style to live action. I thought it was very poorly done considering we do have previous evidence of his species from the planet Utapau in Revenge of the Sith, and he does not look anything like that, but don't want to judge him completely on his appearance. I think his characterization in that show was good. You definitely get the idea of him being the leader of the Inquisitors, being this ruthless, dark assassin. His fake out death in that show was odd considering that we know his fate because Rebels released previously, but I digress. I do think he is a character that we could get more of a backstory on. What was his time like at the Jedi Temple from the time he was a child? What other exploits did he have during his time as the Grand Inquisitor? I think there's a lot of stories to be told during the Order 66 Survivor timeline prior to his death. But yeah, Grand Inquisitor, a solid character. I think we're going to give him a 7.4 out of 10. Again, I feel like there's room to grow. I feel like the Kenobi series kind of held him back a little bit. But with all that being said, pretty solid villain. You got to have some unique villains that aren't Sith sometimes, just to make the Star Wars universe feel bigger and tell more interesting stories. So, yeah, 7.4 for the Grand Inquisitor. And that's going to be all I got for you this video. I appreciate you watching. Let me know your thoughts on the Grand Inquisitor in the comments below. And as always, may the Force be with you. And let's blow up that like button and go home.